Alrighty, so pre-market analysis. Let's start with GU. Daily is bullish, internal is bullish. We're in phase A, looking to take price potentially to that weak swing high and break it. What happened is we pulled back on the internal, mitigated a daily demand. We had the chalk and we pushed higher. So for now, our target would be that daily internal high, bullish target, looking for longs potentially, till till we break that daily weak high. Now we're pullback. We have a small pullback from a weak, very weak supply. So I'm not expecting price to push lower. Potentially respecting that daily sell to buy and then continuing higher, right? On the H4, same thing. We're bullish. Daily is bullish. Internal is bullish. We mitigated discount and then switched to bullish on the internal. Now our daily our H4 internal range is that's low, that's the high. Expecting to see some sort of bullish potential or bullish momentum from this H4 demand. Looking to get longs there. Looking at the M15 medium time frame, we're bullish. All right. That's our M15 weak low, strong low. All right, we're pushing higher. Now we're in phase C. Basically, we just had the IBOS right there. That's our internal high. That should be our internal low by now. Let me just draw it because we had significant pullback. So that would be our internal low. Looking to potentially, so at first I was looking to take price lower into the EQ, but now that we already mitigated that demand, right, and the H4 demand, I'm not really sure about looking for longs. All right. So at any moment for shorts, at any moment we could just continue bullish. Although what could happen is potentially price just respecting this price action, and if we count that as our internal structure, right, with the overall direction, because if you look at it really, what happened is that we had a small fractal pullback there, and then would I count that as internal? Not really sure, but if I do, then what I'll be waiting for is potentially an IBOS, if we call that as internal, pullback into one of the demands and then continuing higher, and then looking for price to continue higher. That's just being very tight in structure because, well, if we want to catch that continuation, right, we already mitigated demand, so we could just continue higher. I don't see any demand that could send price to continue higher except this one. I mean, had inducement it's the flip, so it's, of course it's not in demand, it's not in discount, but we don't have any better demand here. We only have the extreme, doesn't have inducement, it's very far away. If price want to continue and keep the momentum, I think price could just continue from here, to be fair. So if we switch bullish, then we'll see if we have any more confirmation. For instance, if we created some strong demand that has inducement, price could just go up, retest that strong demand, sweep that inducement, give us an entry, and potentially continue higher. That would be not bad if price can give us enough risk reward till that demand. Although that demand does, that supply, although that supply doesn't have any inducement, so price could just push through it and break that swing high. So we'll see. We'll see as how it will develop. But of course, if we get a strong shift in structure, then I would still count that as my internal, because yeah, it's. I would say that it's enough for me to count it as internal. It's not fractal, right? So it's surely an internal structure after we mitigated the flip. So yeah, let's see what could happen if we get an IBOS then. Right there, I'll just call it internal to be fair, because yeah, it's enough for me. So if we get an IBOS, then we'll just wait to potentially get an entry. The extreme is already mitigated, as I can see here. You already mitigated that extreme there. We have this demand, but I didn't achieve anything yet, so let's see if price will break it and potentially give us an entry, right? But here I need to be very precise and very I shouldn't be aggressive with my entries right there. So yeah, so that's basically our M15 analysis. We're in phase C, waited for phase A to create. And yeah, I could also wait for price to push to the downside and mitigate EQ. But again, that could not happen because the only issue that we have here is that price already mitigated our H4 demand and our medium time frame demand as well. So we could see price just continuing higher. So that's everything for GU. Let's wait for EU. EU overall, we're bearish, but we just shifted bullish now. We're respecting the internal. After that shock, I just respected that and called this my internal structure, right? So we have an IBOS there. And yeah, looking for price to potentially reach that supply before deciding what price will do. But for now, we're still bullish, looking to mitigate that supply. I mean, that supply doesn't have inducement, so we could just break it, right, and push to the upside into EQ. And yeah, looking at the H4, same scenario. We had the IBOS. Swing is still bearish. That's our swing high, and that's our swing low. Internal is bullish, so looking to play that internal pullback. Yeah, we have that demand. Price could mitigate that demand eventually and then push higher. That's exactly what we're waiting for. So M15 is bullish, right? We still didn't have an IBOS, so M15 is in phase A2. Yeah, phase A2. Pro swing, pro internal, but we're past EQ, and we already broke the high. So just looking for price to potentially continue bearish, mitigate some sort of demand either here on EQ and then shift bullish again. And yeah, then we can just target the highs and see where it takes us. We still have a very good demand right there that has inducement. So let's see if price will mitigate it. And yeah,